Hello everyone. In the previous video we have discussed about the concept of pH, ionic product of water, relationship between pH and pOH, and determination of pH from the hydrogen ion concentration. In this video we are going to discuss about hydrolysis of salts. Before studying hydrolysis of salts, we need to study types of salt. There are 4 types of salts. First one is salts derived from strong acid and strong base. Examples are given: sodium chloride, sodium sulfate, sodium nitrate, potassium chloride, potassium nitrate. Second is the salts derived from strong acids and weak bases. Acid is strong, base is weak. When treated, we get such type of salts. Examples are ammonium chloride, copper sulfate, ammonium nitrate, copper chloride. Third type of salt is salts derived from weak acids and strong bases. Acid is weak, base is strong. When treated, we get such type of salts. Examples: sodium acetate, potassium cyanide, sodium carbonate. Fourth type of salt is salts derived from weak acids and weak bases. Example: ammonium acetate, ammonium cyanide. So these are the 4 types of salts. Now we will study about concept of hydrolysis. We know that salts are strong electrolytes. Strong electrolytes, when dissolved in water, undergoes complete dissociation at any concentration. So when salt is dissolved in water, it dissociates completely into its constituent ions. The solvent water dissociates slightly, as water also undergoes dissociation, but slight dissociation is observed. Water molecules undergoes dissociation to form hydronium ion, means hydrogen ions, and hydroxyl ions. And pure water is neutral. We know that. Why it is neutral? Because here hydronium ion concentration or hydrogen ion concentration is equal to hydroxyl ion concentration. The concentrations are same. That is why the pure water is neutral. In the previous video we have discussed about this one. If the ions of the salt do not interact with water, the hydronium ion and hydroxyl ion concentration remain equal. The concentration does not get disturbed. This concentration, this remains equal. If ions of the salt do not interact, then this concentration remains equal and the solution will be neutral. When one or more of the salt ions react with water, the equality of concentrations of hydronium and hydroxyl ion is disturbed. If whatever the ions produced by the salt, if they react with the hydronium or hydroxyl ions, then the concentration of hydronium ion and hydroxyl ion gets disturbed. That will not be equal. And the solution does not remain neutral definitely, because concentration of H plus will not be equal to the concentration of OH minus. So the solution does not remain neutral, becomes either acidic or basic depending on the type of salt. We have studied 4 types of salt. So what type of salt is there? Depending on the salt, the solution of the salt will be either acidic or basic. Such a reaction between the ions of salt and the ions of water is called as hydrolysis of salt. The reaction between ions of the salt and ions of water is called hydrolysis. So this is the definition of hydrolysis. It's the definition of hydrolysis. Okay. Hydrolysis of salt is defined as the reaction in which cations or anions or both ions of the salt react with ions of water to produce acidity or alkalinity, sometimes neutrality also. This is the hydrolysis. Now we will study about the hydrolysis of first type of salt. The first type of salt is salt of strong acids and strong bases. The example is NaCl. We will take the example NaCl. This is a salt of strong acid and strong bases. How NaCl is obtained? NaCl is obtained by the reaction of HCl when reacted with the NaOH. Both are strong. We get NaCl plus water. Both are strong. Strong acid reacts with the strong base to form salt and water. Sodium chloride, when dissolved in water, it forms two ions, sodium ion and chloride ion. But in that solution, water ions also exist, hydroxyl ions and hydrogen ions. And Na plus react with the OH minus, H plus react with the Cl minus, and we get the formation of NaOH and HCl. These both are strong. Strong electrolyte undergoes complete dissociation at any concentration, and we get Na plus OH minus. Here H plus Cl minus. So these molecules which are obtained immediately undergoes the complete dissociation. Again we get the Na plus OH minus free, H plus Cl minus free. So here after hydrolysis, whatever the acid and base obtained are strong electrolyte that dissociates completely at any concentration. This implies that neither the cation nor the anion of the salt react with water, because immediately they are getting dissociation and they are giving the free ions in the solution. So cation or anion of the salt are not reacting with the water. There is no hydrolysis as if. It would have been hydrolysis. The acid or base molecules would have remained in the molecular form. They would have not dissociated completely. Equality of hydrogen and hydroxyl ions produced by ionization of water is not disturbed, because here whatever the hydrogen ions and hydroxyl ions produced, the concentration will be equal. So the solution is neutral. Nature of the solution is neutral. Solution of NaCl is neutral in nature. It may be concluded that the salt of strong acid and strong base does not undergo hydrolysis. Means there is no reaction of the salt ions with the water, it means. So does not undergo hydrolysis. That is why H plus ion concentration is equal to the OH minus ion concentration and the solution is neutral. The second type of salt is salt of strong acid and weak base. Example, copper sulfate. Strong acid H2SO4, when treated with the weak base copper hydroxide, we get copper sulfate. So copper sulfate is obtained from the reaction of strong acid sulfuric acid, weak base copper hydroxide. So likewise we get the copper sulfate. So it is called as the salt of strong acids and strong base. Now here copper sulfate when dissolved in water, we get 2 ions free in the solution. Copper ions and sulfate ions when dissolved in the water. Now sulfate ions of the salt have no tendency to react with water because the possible product is H2SO4. If sulfate ions react with the water ion, that is H plus, we get again H2SO4, which is a strong electrolyte. It is a strong acid. And copper ions react with the hydroxyl ions of the water and forms unionized copper hydroxide. See, this is unionized because copper hydroxide is a weak base. It does not undergo complete dissociation. It undergoes partial dissociation. The hydrolytic equilibrium for copper sulfate is then written as copper ions react with the water to form copper hydroxide, which is the weak base, and the H plus ions are set free in the solution. Due to the presence of excess of H3O plus ions or H plus ions, H3O plus hydronium ions means hydrogen ions, and the resulting solution of copper sulfate becomes acidic. This is a weak base, so this does not undergo complete dissociation. It undergoes partial dissociation. But the sulfate ions undergo complete dissociation, so they produces H plus free. H plus ions are more than the OH minus ions in the solution. In other way we can say. So here this solution is acidic in nature. So solution of copper sulfate is acidic, which turns blue litmus red. The third type of the salt is salt of weak acids and strong bases. Example is sodium acetate. This is a salt of weak acid, acetic acid, and strong base NaOH. Sodium acetate when hydrolyzed, it forms acetic acid and sodium hydroxide. But the sodium hydroxide is a strong base. It undergoes complete dissociation. So Na plus has no tendency to undergo hydrolysis. What undergo hydrolysis is acetate ions and forms the acetic acid. As a result of the excess of OH minus ions produced in the solution, the nature of the solution is basic. That is why the nature is basic. Remember one thing, the one which is strong decides the nature of the solution. So here base is strong. That is why the nature of the solution is basic. Because weak acid does not undergo complete dissociation. It undergoes partial dissociation. That is why H plus ions produced are less than the OH minus ions produced. Fourth type of salt is salts of weak acids and weak bases. When a salt Ba, this is a general salt Ba, made up of weak acid and weak base, it is formed from the weak acid Ha and weak base BOH. Ba when dissolved in water, we get B plus and A minus ions free in the solution. The hydrolysis reaction involves the interaction of both the ions of the salt with water. The solution may turn out acidic, basic or neutral depending on the relative strength of weak base and weak acid formed in the hydrolysis. This is a salt of weak acid and weak base. So it forms weak acid and weak base after hydrolysis. So both the ions of this cation as well as anion undergo hydrolysis. And the nature of the solution depends on the relative strength of acid or base. Relative strength of acid or base obtained after the hydrolysis. To decide the nature of the solution of salt of weak acid and weak base, we need to consider Ka and Kb. Ka, acid dissociation constant. Acid dissociation constant. Already we have discussed about this in the previous videos. Acid dissociation constant. and this is base dissociation constant. Base dissociation constant is the base dissociation constant. The value of Ka and Kb is important to predict the strength of acid or base. It is important to predict strength of acid or base. Higher the value of Ka, stronger is the acid. Strong acid. Ka, A stands for acid. Higher the value of Kb, strong is the base. It is the strong base. Reverse of that, lower the value of Ka, lower Ka, weak acid relatively. Lower Kb, weak base, relatively weak acid, weak base. So, if the value of Ka is greater than Kb, the solution will be acidic because strength of acid is greater than the base. And the one which is stronger decides the nature of the solution. So, here the solution will be acidic. In the second case, if Ka is less than Kb, here base is strong, so the solution of the solution will be basic. Third, if Ka is equal to Kb, the solution will be neutral because strength of both is equal. Strength is same. That is why the solution will be neutral. Now we'll see about the types of such a types of the salts. Salt of weak acid and weak base, but for which Ka is greater than Kb, but for which Ka is greater than Kb, means here acid is strong than the base. So see here, ammonium fluoride is the salt of weak acid and weak base, ammonium hydroxide. For the weak acid, for HF, hydrofluoric acid, Ka is given 7.2 into 10 raised to minus 4. For ammonium hydroxide, which is weak base, for that Kb is given 1.8 into 10 raised to minus 5. Here, Ka is greater. Here, Ka is greater than Kb. And the salt hydrolysis is given like this. Ammonium fluoride reacts with the water to form weak base, ammonium hydroxide and weak acid. Ammonium ions hydrolyze to a greater extent because Kb is less, because here Kb is less. So ammonium ions have comparatively greater capacity to undergo hydrolysis than fluoride ions. So here they remain associated with the hydroxyl ions up to greater extent. That is why H plus ions produced in the solution are more than the OH minus. HF is also weak acid. HF is also weak acid. It also does not undergo complete dissociation. There develops a equilibrium. But comparatively H plus ions are more. Because comparatively fluoride ions have slightly less tendency to hydrolyze. So they produce H plus ions more as compared to the OH minus ions. Because Ka is greater than Kb. So here solution is slightly acidic because H plus ions are slightly more than the OH minus ions. Hence the solution is slightly acidic. This is the salt of weak acid, weak base, for which Ka is greater than Kb. Then one which is strong decides the nature. Acid is comparatively strong. Both are weak, but comparatively its acidic strength is more than the base. Second salt salt of weak acid in weak base for which Ka is less than Kb. Here base must be comparatively stronger than the Ka. Both are weak. Acid and base both are weak. Ammonium cyanide is the salt of weak acid HCl and weak base ammonium hydroxide. Here HCl Ka is given, acid dissociation constant is given 4.0 into 10 raised to minus 10. Here Kb is given 1.8 into 10 raised to minus 5. Ammonium hydroxide Kb 1.8 into 10 raised to minus 5. This shows that Ka is less than Kb. When ammonium cyanide is dissolved in water, it hydrolyzes as both cation as well as anion undergo hydrolysis here and forms the weak base and weak acid. Both are weak. Cyanide ions hydrolyze to a greater extent than ammonium ions. As cyanide ions have larger tendency to undergo hydrolysis, H plus ions produced are less because cyanide ions remains associated with the H plus ions, and the H plus ions produced will be less than the OH minus ions because here ammonium ions have slightly less tendency to hydrolyze than the cyanide ions. Both undergoes hydrolysis, both, but ammonium ions have slightly less tendency to hydrolyze, means this sets hydroxyl ions free in the solution. So in the solution hydroxyl ions are little more than the H plus ions, as ammonium ions have less tendency to hydrolyze. OH minus ions produced are more. That is why the solution is slightly basic. It is not much basic. It is slightly basic because both are weak. Weak acid and weak base. Both are weak. Both do not undergo complete dissociation. But the extent of dissociation is more in case of the ammonium hydroxide than the HCl. That is why OH minus ions produced are more. So the solution is slightly acidic. Now third type of the salt of weak acid and weak base for which K is equal to Kb. It means strength of both acid and base is equal. So the solution will be neutral. Let us see. Ammonium acetate is the example of this salt. Acetic acid is a weak acid, ammonium hydroxide is the weak base. And Ka is 1.8 into 10 raised to minus 5, Kb is 1.8 into 10 raised to minus Ka is equal to Kb. When the salt ammonium acetate dissolved in water, it hydrolyzes as acetate ion and ammonium ions both undergo hydrolysis to form weak acid, acetic acid, and ammonium hydroxide weak base. Here relative strength of both is same. So both have equal tendency to undergo hydrolysis. Tendency to undergo hydrolysis is equal. So H plus and OH minus ions produced are equal. This is important. Hence the nature of the solution is neutral. So in this we have discussed the hydrolysis of 4 types of salts. First one is salt of strong acid and strong base. In this hydrogen ion and hydroxyl ion concentration is equal. So the solution is neutral. Cation and anion have no tendency to undergo hydrolysis. Second type of salt is salt of strong acid and weak base. Here concentration of H plus are greater than the concentration of OH minus. Here H plus ions have no tendency to undergo hydrolysis. So the nature of the solution is acidic. Third type of salt is salt of weak acid and strong base. The nature of the solution is basic because here concentration of OH minus hydroxyl ions is greater than the concentration of H plus. Base is stronger, so it undergoes complete dissociation. So the nature of the solution is basic. Fourth type of salt is salt of weak acid and weak base. Cation and anion both have equal tendency to undergo hydrolysis, so forms weak acid and weak base. The nature, to decide the nature of the solution, we need to consider acid dissociation constant, that is Ka, and base dissociation constant, Kb. In this first one, if Ka is greater than Kb, both are weak, but if the acid is the strength of the acid is slightly greater, then the nature of the solution will be acidic. Here B, if Kb is greater than Ka, the nature of the solution will be basic. And if Ka is equal to Kb, strength of both same, so the solution will be neutral. This both are acidic, but these are slightly acidic and slightly basic. Not much basic or not much acidic. Slightly acidic and slightly basic. Yeah. So in this way we have studied about the hydrolysis, and in the next video we'll study about its further part. Thank you.